Before you make your dinner reservation for the weekend, you've got to hear this. Today, we're revealing insider secrets on how to get better service at restaurants.
Here to help you stay on a waiter's good side is Steve Dublanica, author of Waiter, Rant. Thanks for the tip, Confessions of a Cynical Waiter. Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Glad to be
So
here.
we can get this really badly wrong, even though we're going and paying and we're picking up the check.
That's correct.
What are the first rules? When should you and shouldn't you go out to eat?
Well, one of the worst nights to go out is actually Saturday night. When I was a waiter, we called it amateur night. What people don't realize is...
That's my night.
Well, and that's when people have off. But what people don't realize is Saturday night is when a restaurant will make the majority of its weekly profit.
Okay.
So there's a lot of pressure on the waitstaff to turn and burn the tables to get people in and out. I tell people, if you want to have a relaxed time, not to feel rushed, try going out on a Thursday or a Wednesday night, or find out what off night works at a particular restaurant. But I will tell you, one time never to go is never show up like half an hour before closing, because we hate you. You know, because the kitchen guys have been there since early in the morning. They want to go home. Right. So you're a latecomer. While you're eating your salad, your entree may be under a heat lamp while they're spraying cleaning solvents in it. So who wants that flavor?
Okay. Well, I tend to be like the first person in the restaurant because I go to bed so early.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about the cleaning product.
Right,
yes.
right.
But what are some of the rules? You know, some families like to linger. You have your wine. You don't want to leave until the last sip. Right. Is there an unwritten rule of how quickly you should get off the table?
I always tell people a restaurant is a business and tables are real estate. Okay. And the rule of thumb is a two-top or two people are going to take an hour and a half to 2 hours. A four-top will take about 2 hours. Anything larger than that, 3 or 4 hours. And when people decide to stay too long, what happens is that the seating plan gets completely destroyed, and then you have a line out the door. And then you get this embarrassing situation where the manager may say, oh, you got to go.
Right.
So I'd say if you want to keep the party going, you know, go to the bar, go somewhere else. You know, you don't have to leave, but you can't stay here.
Right.
Move to that's a good idea. Move to the bar to have your coffee, have your your final drink, whatever you want to do. Yeah. And it's quite nice to do that.
It is.
My wife Jess always believes that the first table they sit you on is the worst table in the restaurant, and you always have to ask for another table. They'll try and get that table used. Is that right? Is that true?
Sometimes. If you're not a regular customer, I always tell the story of Alec Baldwin came into my restaurant one time, and the only table I had was by the ladies' room, and he was totally cool about it. But the best part was watching all the ladies running into the bathroom to fix their makeup. So he had a good time. He was a very good guest.
And I got to know if you are rude to the waitstaff. Not that I have ever been.
Right. Of course.
What are some of the stories that the waitstaff has done? Do they do anything?
Well, most people are just trying to get somebody. They're very nice. Some people are psychopaths, right? and if you're really beyond the pale, you know, what everyone is worried about is the waiter's going to do something to your food. Yeah, that almost never happens. But you might get a subtle form of revenge. Like you may want decaf at night, and I'll give you regular. Right. But my go-to move for a rude customer was to tell you your credit card had been declined. Ooh. So you're twisting in the wind, your girlfriend's embarrassed, your ulcer's inflamed, and at the last minute I'd go, oh, okay, it went through, you cheapskate. And then I always tell people, treat the restaurant staff the way you want to be treated, and just being polite will get you through almost
everything.
Really? Dining out is not hard.
Is that all you've got, really? That's the worst the restaurant does. Yeah, when the cameras stop rolling. So the real
Thank you so much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.